So April 17th is really right around the corner, and it's virtually, coming right up on us when you think about it. And I think things will be moving pretty fast. After the IOHK summit, we'll be getting a pretty interesting idea of, what Cardano is going to be looking like, especially with these, developments with the roadmap. Cardano, the blockchain platform, with more advanced features than any protocol yet developed. These are facts, in the first to evolve out of scientific philosophy. So, once I think Cardano, Shelly as a important milestone as well. All the different cryptos are definitely doing their thing. We've got, across the board, we've had, significant milestones so far, even this year, with a lot of the key players in the crypto space. And I think this will be really important now, with Cardano getting its due, and really having, showing what it can do. And I think the fact that Cardano has taken its time, is really, you have to give it credit where credit is due. A lot of cryptos tend to, jump the gun and try and get out there in the world as quickly as possible, just so that they can pretty much capitalize on the hype. But I think Cardano is one of those technologies that values the actual grid, the actual foundation bones of the project. Our team, of the expert engineers and researchers drawn from around the world started by deconstructing the concept of cryptocurrency. This is something that definitely is an interesting thing right here, that this fact that they've started from basically like reverse engineering that cryptocurrency as a concept. This is a thing that is really going to be playing as a reoccurring theme time and time again, especially in this video where we're going to be talking about Cardano and how we can really be expecting some interesting things in the next upcoming months, which will definitely play into the Cardano value, and of course the overall attention that cryptocurrency has been getting. Of course, we are 14 months into pretty bearish market, but that doesn't mean that it won't reverse eventually. Cryptocurrency has a tendency to bounce back in a big way. So looking at this interesting right away, just start off the video, incorporating groundbreaking proof of stake algorithm. Ouroboros IOHK team employed a first principles approach driven by peer-reviewed academic research to provide Cardano from the ground up, and building the project in that way. So it's definitely, I have to take my hat off, especially when it comes to Cardano, basically doing something that's not being done by the competition, which is also something that's going to set it aside from the rest of the herd as things continue to get moving forward. And obviously, if you're watching this video, then you're already in the know about a lot of the exciting things that we can be expecting to see from Cardano, especially with earlier this week we saw some interesting price movement across the board. A couple billion added into the crypto market. Of course, just retracing our steps, getting back to where we used to be, but it's a welcome, healthy resurgence of the cryptocurrency reputation at large. And I think Cardano is ready to ride the wave, especially with these new developments coming up. I'm excited to see what Shelly's going to actually make waves in the space and bring to offer. And of course we've got developments happening all the way around the world involving cryptocurrency. Union Bank in the Philippines launching cryptocurrency ATM. So moves are being made all the way around the world. Marker Deo blockchain project sees growth despite crypto market crash. So it's definitely interesting to see that the space still has legs. I think that various entities, big players all the way around the world are all aware that cryptocurrency is going to be playing a huge role. It's not a question of if, it's more a question of when. And this is also going to be a reoccurring theme in this video to basically talk about Cardano and really stress the significance of what we can expect to see in April, and I think it's going to be playing a big role in basically shaping what people expect from their cryptocurrencies. So what are we at? About 14 months into this bear market, and I wonder how many people have jumped ship. I wonder how many of those people are going to be feeling pretty sorry for themselves when cryptocurrency finally manages to show what it's got. I mean, 14 months of filling my bags. I've been here every single day making a video talking about these cryptocurrencies. I've been dedicating plenty of my time to extensive research about these things, and when it comes down to it, all roads lead to Cardano ADA. I'm certainly excited to see where Cardano is going to take us in the near future. This is one of those technologies that's definitely brewing up something miraculous when we want to talk about the culmination of everything that we can expect a cryptocurrency to do. Cardano has certainly got the juice. When it comes down to it, Cardano seems to continuously prove itself as a real up-and-comer, especially in the current dynamic of the competing world of altcoins. Cardano really does stand up to the time, and we're so early in the game. You have to understand cryptocurrency and the greater space at large is in such an infant stage of its development that, I mean, looking at these technologies now is like looking at them developing in infantile stages. So now we're seeing all these different partnerships being struck left and right, but let's be honest with ourselves. Digital currency is I don't think anybody's doubting that the world is going to go more and more digital as things go on. The digital community is something, it's not necessarily a question of if, it's a question of when, and it's a question of which cryptocurrencies are going to manage to warm themselves up to the establishment in ways that are going to be able to outcompete the rest of the situation and dynamics of the greater cryptocurrency space at large. And the fact that Cardano has managed to make such leaps and bounds forward in terms of scientific and academic credentials, I see this as a pretty big start. I mean, whereas something like XRP seems as if it's been chosen by the banks and all these different things to be pushed forward and put on the masses, although it might not be able to hold a candle to the actual behind the scenes work, the dirt that Cardano has been putting in. The fact of the matter is, we're always faced with these really interesting indications of what these technologies are going to have the potential to do. For example, Litecoin would be one of those cryptos that's managed to set itself aside from the pack due to it cuts down on fees. It cuts down on the amount of time it takes for a transaction that really bogs down Bitcoin. And when you talk about Bitcoin, you have to really give it credit as it is the household name of cryptocurrency. One of the first to come into the space and essentially establish itself as the exception to the rule. But all the cryptocurrencies from then on are really going to have to set themselves aside with technology, which is another reason that points to Cardano. When we look at the evolution of cryptocurrency and what the public expects and what they actually offer, you have to look at Ethereum, smart contracts, and how this essentially has been able to make an impact in the greater cryptocurrency space. But then we have to talk about the next generation of cryptocurrency, which Cardano included. It's definitely an interesting point of reference to start to talk about. I mean, when we're looking at especially the cryptocurrency bounce back that we were seeing slightly in the beginning of the month of this just past couple of days, we've been seeing sort of a resurgence in the interest that the public has, and exactly what are these cryptocurrency things, and what are they actually going to mean for the future, which is a pretty interesting, good start. I'm not going to take away any credit from the crypto space in that regard, and I think that Cardano and the Shelly and all these different developments are coming at a great time, opportunistic time to really hop on that wave and ride it all the way into shore, so to speak. So currently valued at 4 cents. Cardano is definitely one of those cryptos that I'm keeping an eye on. Of course, the random tweets right here. Want to learn to write your first Plutus smart contract, educational website. It's interesting how Cardano is opening themselves up to the wider potential that is made available by the crypto community, just in the way that it's designed. This is one of those things that's going to be making Cardano really able to move forward at a way that's unprecedented and really unimaginable, in the greater context of what most of these cryptos are actually capable of doing. We're looking at the future of the Cardano roadmap right here. This has been a subject of discussion in pretty much every video that we've talked about, but I mean, the Cardano roadmap is changing. They'll be launching an exciting new roadmap which showcases the Cardano 2020 vision after the IOHK summit, which will be taking place on April 17th through 18th. The CEO Charles Hodgkinson will outline the vision in his keynote speech. The roadmap will relaunch with a renewed focus on this milestone. So, definitely looking forward to IOHK. And I think that in April we'll probably be seeing a lot of well-deserved attention focused on Cardano with these roadmap updates. So it's certainly something that the community is looking forward to. And Shelly, of course, on top of these different things. So, I mean, there are things happening in the background that are certainly renewing my confidence, and keeping it renewed. I mean, I'm always excited to see what Cardano is doing, behind the scenes, and it's nice to see that we've been able to build such a great community around this technology, especially as I've been watching Cardano grow from day one. It's really an interesting thing to see such an important piece of technology growing, and basically getting its foundational work done, because it's going to be such a big deal, such a key player in the world of crypto. Now, of course, remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Of course, if you guys are interested, you guys could connect with us on Twitter. That's at CryptoTuber. Always interested in hearing your feedback. Obviously, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is not financial advice. This video is just my opinion. But yeah, I'm pretty bullish on Cardano. I could see some pretty amazing potential for the technology, as it moves forward. In particular, April is probably going to be a pretty exciting month, as we see the technology really getting on its feet, and walking and moving forward in a big way. So, definitely stay subscribed for more updates on Cardano. And I'm glad that we've had a chance to talk about all these different things. And I think the future does look bright for this crypto. But all that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel for more updates, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.